What if I told you you could start a business next year, be your own boss, and make over 6 figures? No fancy degrees needed, no office cubicles, just you, some basic equipment, and grass that's always going to need cut. I'm talking about starting a lawn care business. And before you click away thinking, hey, there's no money in cutting grass, stick with me because what I'm about to share with you in this video could very well change your life and your financial future. Let's dive into the 5 reasons why starting a lawn care business might be the smartest move you make. Reason number 1, you can start with almost no money. Here's the beautiful thing about lawn care. You don't need a ton of money to get started. Most businesses need tens of thousands of dollars. Want to open a franchise? That'll be $50,000. Want to start a retail store? Better have money for inventory, rent, and all that expensive stuff. But lawn care? You might already own some of the stuff you need to get started. All you need is a lawnmower, a trimmer, and a leaf blower. And you'll need some kind of transportation to haul your equipment. A truck, a van, something like that. I have seen young, like 14-year-olds hauling around their equipment on a UTV. So it can be done. If you have any of these things sitting in your garage right now, congratulations. You're already halfway there. Don't have the equipment? No problem. You can either buy used stuff on something like Facebook Marketplace, or you can finance the new stuff if you have decent credit. And another thing is you can start this business while keeping your main job. You can mow lawns during the evenings or on weekends and see if you like it. You don't have to even fully commit to taking that leap of faith right out of the gate. And unlike other businesses, you're not going to be drowning in debt to figure out even if you like doing the service. And that's the power of low startup costs. You're not betting your entire future on an idea. You're able to test the waters. And if it works, you can keep growing it. And if it doesn't, you're only out a few $1,000, not your entire life savings. Now, reason number 2, people are always going to need you for something. And let me ask you something. When does the grass stop growing? The answer is almost never. Okay, maybe in the winter if you're up north, but in most places in the United States, grass just keeps growing. It doesn't care if the economy's bad. It doesn't care if it's rainy or sunny. It just grows. It might slow down a little bit, but it's growing. And you know what? Most people hate taking the time to mow their own yard. They're just too busy these days. They don't want to take the time out of their weekends to do it. Elderly folks just can't do it anymore. That's hours of work that they just don't want to do. And this means you've got customers literally everywhere. And they're going to need you every single week, just like clockwork. About 70 to 80% of lawn care revenue comes from recurring customers. That means once you get a client, they're usually going to stick with you. They don't like going through the trouble of changing their lawn care service provider. They're not going to be shopping around every week. All you got to do is show up, do quality work, and they'll just keep paying you like clockwork. Average customer across the board pays in between $150 to $300 every single month for lawn care. Some can be more, some can be a little less, depending on the size of the yard. So if you've got 50 customers, just to keep math simple, that's going to be $7,500 to $15,000 coming in every single month. If you've got 100 customers, now we're talking about making real money, well over 6 figures a year. Another thing is lawn care is not like buying a new TV or going on vacation. It's not a luxury service. For most homeowners, it's a required service. They have to have it. The grass will literally turn into a hayfield if nobody cuts it. And if they're in a homeowners association, they're going to get fined by them and or the city. Even when the economy gets rough, guess what? People are still going to need their lawn cut. They might skip that night out or get that new iPhone, but guess what? They're going to be keeping the lawn guy because the last thing that most of them want to do is go buy a lawnmower to mow their own lawn. And there's also special services people want. Stuff like landscaping for people who care about their curb appeal, fertilizing, weed control if they want that deep green grass. Some of these jobs can pay you $1,000, $2,000, even $5,000 or more for a single job. The demand is there. It's always going to be there. It's steady, it's reliable, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. The third reason you should start a lawn care business is you get to be your own boss. Imagine this. Imagine waking up tomorrow and not having to ask anyone for a permission to use the restroom, if you can clock in early, if you can start early, if you can get off work early. You don't have to ask permission for vacation days. You're the boss. You make up everything. That's what owning a lawn care business can do for you. total freedom. Want to work only in the mornings? You can do that. Want to take Wednesdays off? You got it. Need to pick up your kids from school? No problem. And you can also decide who you work for. Got a customer who's just rude to you every time you show up or always complaining about nitty-gritty stuff, the small things? Guess what? You can fire them. You don't have to wait for them to find a new guy. You can be like, hey, good luck, adios, I'm out. And they gotta go. I mean, they're like, what? Wait, what did I do? Oh no. You can find better customers. You also decide how much to charge. You decide what services you want to offer. You can be the highest guy in town, but do the best quality work. You can be the cheapest guy if you want to be the cheapest guy. Now, you know, you're not going to make as much money, but you can do that. You're in complete control. Now, a lot of people that are starting lawn care businesses are running away from white-collar office jobs, answering to bosses they don't like and have never liked. Close your eyes and picture that you're outside instead. Fresh air, sunshine, you're moving your body, you're staying active, burning those calories. You can actually see the results of your work immediately right after you're done. Once you own a lawn care business, you'll also feel better mentally. Less stress, less anxiety, more energy. Nobody telling you what to do. Nobody breathing down your neck for some assignment that they come up with to make themselves look better. And if you live up north where it snows a lot, you can do snow removal or install Christmas lights like I do in the winter because we don't get a whole lot of snow, and you can keep making money all year long. There's always a service to supplement the lawn care business. And the next reason is one of the most important. You can grow as big as you want to grow. You don't have to stay small forever. Most people are going to start solo, just them, their equipment, and their truck. Once you get enough customers, you can hire on people to help you. You can eventually build a crew that is independent from you and your crew if you're still in the field. You can get more equipment over time, and because of that, you'll be able to take on even more customers. Some lawn care business owners are making $500,000 a year. Some are making even more than that. Mike Andes is somewhere around the $52 million range because he's franchising his lawn care business. And guess what? They all started exactly where you'll be starting. Small. By yourself, and you can grow it into something massive if that's what you want to do. The profit margins are really good too. After you pay for gas and maintaining your equipment, you're going to be keeping at least 25 to 50% of everything you make, especially when you start out small. And that's way better than most businesses. Here's a smart way most people grow. They focus on one neighborhood at a time. They get a bunch of customers all close together, and we call this route density. That way they're not driving all over town, wasting time and gas. They can do more lawns in less time that way. More lawns equals more money. And again, you can add on extra services to those clients. Start with basic mowing, then you can add on landscaping services if you want to. Then you can even add on sprinkler systems. You can add on outdoor lighting installation. Each new service is another way you can make more money from the same clients. You can post on social media and your website to get more customers. You can run some Facebook ads. You can post before and after pictures on Instagram where people can see your work and they can give you a call. One of the most important things you can have as a lawn care business owner is a good quality website. A lot of guys either don't have a website at all or they made it themselves, and let's just say a fifth grader could have done a better job. You know what I'm talking about. The customers are going to see that. I can't even find them online. How am I supposed to get a quote? I highly recommend finding a good web team. That way you'll have a good digital footprint right out of the gate. I'll leave a link in the comments to my web team that I use that already has me ranking number 1 in organic SEO. That means I do not pay to be at the top when people type in lawn care services in my area. And it only took about 8 months total to do that. They're really good at what they do. Check them out. Now, if you get really successful, you could even sell your business one day if you want to. Other people or companies or investment firms will pay big money to buy lawn care businesses that's making good profit because it's recurring revenue. And that can be your exit strategy. That's how a simple lawn mowing gig can become generational wealth one day. The sky is literally the limit of how far you want to take it. The next reason is there is room for you in the lawn care space. And you might be thinking this, I've heard this as well when I was thinking about starting a lawn care business, but there are already so many lawn care companies everywhere. I see lawn trucks with 1 to 2 mowers all the time on the trailers. And you're right. But here's the secret. Most of them are offering the same basic service of just mowing and rolling. Some of them don't even want to grow beyond the customers they have. have, so there's plenty of new customers all the time building homes with new properties that need a lawn care service provider. And that also means there's tons of room in those special niches. Things like lawn leveling that nobody seems to be talking about on YouTube, where you make those bumpy yards flat and then overseed them. Or you can offer landscaping construction, where you can literally make somebody's landscaping dreams come to life. You can also get into tree trimming or tree pruning and hedge trimming as well. These special services don't have as much competition, and people are going to pay you way more money for them. Sometimes tens of thousands of dollars just for one single job. And here's the best part. It's super easy to test if people in your area want any of those services. You just ask them. You can either go knock some doors. You can also just post in your local Facebook groups. I post in those all the time. And you just ask people if they're interested in anybody doing some landscaping, hanging Christmas lights, hedge trimming, any of those things. And if they say yes, guess what? You got customers right away. Boom. You're validating the idea before you spend a bunch of money in marketing. You're posting and asking these free ways to validate it, and then you can spend marketing if you want to. And that's really it. Those are the 5 reasons you should start a lawn care business in 2026. Low startup costs, steady demand, total freedom, massive growth potential, and plenty of opportunities in those specialty niches. Now, this isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It's real work. You're going to sweat, but it's work that can change your life and your family tree. It'll give you that independence you want. And yes, you're going to make some serious money. If you're tired of working for somebody else, or you just want to try something new, lawn care might be exactly what you're looking for. Would you ever start a lawn care business? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you found this helpful, hit that like and subscribe button for more videos about building your lawn care business and taking control of your future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.